Hello everyone and welcome back to ASN Code Lab. So in today's video we'll see three more new expressions which can be used in ABAP 7.4 and version and above. So going to first slide, inline declaration. So before going to inline, if you have not watched my previous video on conversion conv expression or cond condition expression and alpha, please go through those videos. I will mention the link in the description. So okay, coming back to inline declaration is a feature in ABAP where you can declare variables at the same time they are used, instead of declaring them separately in a data or type statement. You can also use in a select statement and much more. So wherever you are declaring a variable and then utilizing it, most of the places you can try to replace now it with the inline declaration. Many of other videos I have already tried to utilize this inline declaration. So we'll see a few examples in this video as well. So for example, so internal table, if you want to declare and utilize it in a select query, so select into table. Instead of declaring this IT tab of type some database table, you can directly use it here as a inline declaration. So one more thing is, like, if we are performing any DB level operation, then for such operations you need to use this at the rate symbol, so that if your variable so that your variable is an application server variable, but you are performing a database level operation. So to represent that, you need to utilize this at the rate symbol. So let's quickly get into the editor. Yes, so now we are in our Eclipse editor. We are connected to our BTP account here. Again, I'm just reminding, like, if anyone want to create a trial account in your BTP and connect it with your Eclipse, I have created a video on that. So that video description also I'll be mentioning in the description. So go through that video, get your trial account created, and then you can start utilizing it. So let's create a class now. Right click, I'll click on the new ABAP class, set new syntaxes, new syn new syntaxes uh, for inline declaration. I'll click on next. Before that, syn syntax, I'll add the interface if oadt. Next, I'll click on finish. So now our class got created, and also the interface is added, and the interface main method is created. So first was our inline declaration. So let me put a comment: inline declarations. So first we will try to get the data from the booking table into our internal table. So first I'll try to do it in a old method. So data lt underscore data is of type table of, let me press control space, so you'll get all the existing database tables here. Okay, so I'll just use the booking one. Okay, I'm using the booking table here. So let's select the data into lt data internal table. So I'll write a select query, select star from our booking table into table lt underscore data. So first difference would be, now if I'm just using like it into table lt data, you can see the error, either lt underscore data has to be escaped with at the rate symbol or qualified by table names. So here we need to use at the rate symbol because we are performing a database level operation in the application server variable. So at the rate symbol would represent the, like we are performing database operation on this internal table. So let me save it, and I'll just add one output here, right? So successfully executed. Let me save this. I'll activate control F3. So our class is now activated. Let me execute the class. So successfully executed. Now let's keep a breakpoint here. So to keep a breakpoint, we need to just right click on the side panel and select the toggle breakpoint. So now let me execute it again. So you can see the debugger has opened now, and it is showing the stack, what all the classes are being called here. So for now, let's double click on the lt data. So you can see lt data is empty as of now. It's of our type table, booking table. So I'll just press a step over F6. So you can see 9159 entries got added, and here in the below panel it will show you, maybe if I can extend, yeah, so I can see all the entries here. So booking id with 1 2 3 4, so till we have around 9159 entries. Okay, let me drag it down back and let me complete. So this was our old way of selecting our data into the table, and further we used to utilize it in our loop or any other operations, etc. So now we using the inline declaration, we don't want to declare this table explicitly. How to do it? So let the breakpoint be there. What I can do is I'll just put a select query again, select star from same booking table into table at the rate of data and lt data 2. So what I did, I used keyword data here, and in the brackets I added one internal table name. So let me activate this class now and clear the console as well, and we will run the class and we'll see what happens. Okay, so now lt data is there. We will just put F6. So we got the data. Now similarly we have lt data 2 as well here. So even it is of same, like we have a 13 columns itself, so you can see the structure already of type booking is copied to lt data 2. So we can see now, so this structure is of type whatever to the lt data 2 is already copied. So if I just press on F6, you can see 9159 records as well. The data which was there in the booking table also got copied. So this is how it is eliminating the data declaration part. So we are making the two line statement into a single line statement. So let me execute it. Successfully executed. So next is one catch here, like not all the time you can utilize the inline declarations everywhere. So for example, now if you are selecting the, not selecting, basically you are copying a data from one internal table to another internal table. So or whatever the lines of one table you have got, you are appending it into the another table. So what I'll do, append lines of lt data to lt, maybe I'll declare one more internal table here, lt data 3. So we have used lt data 2 and lt data 3. So what I'll do, I'll paste it here. I'll save it. So again, let's activate it and then execute. So I'll remove the breakpoint from here, and again I'll add directly here. So let me execute the class. So debugger has stopped now. So lt data 3. So lt data 1, if I double click first, so we have 9159 records. So I'll step over, so you can see all the data got copied to lt data 3. So F8, but if I try to do the same thing, lt data 4, but I am not declaring lt data 4 this time. What I'll try to do, data of lt data 4. So I'll try to do inline declaration here. So you can see it is throwing some error, says the inline declaration data of lt data 4 is not possible in this position. So it is not possible to add the data of lt data to lt data 4. So this doesn't work here. So even if I try to uh, add at the rate symbol, which is actually not true, because for the db selection we try to dbr database selection, we try to add the red symbol representing that like we are selecting the data from the database. So here we are not in selecting the data from the database, we are just copying from a table to another table. So add the red symbol is not valid at all. Second thing, even if you are doing an inline declaration, it doesn't allow. So let's comment this. What else can be done then if we want to copy data from a internal table into another internal table? So I'll use this lt data 4 itself. Data of lt data 4 equal to, this time I'll do it lt data as here. So in this way we can copy the data from one internal table to another internal table. So control F3 I have activated. Let's run this class and see the data. So debugger has stopped now. Append lines of LT data to LT data 3. So step over, 9159 records got selected. So let me double click on LT data 4. So if I do F6, you can see 9159 records got copied. So this is also a inline declaration we are utilizing here. So let me execute this. So like this, you can utilize the inline declarations, and there are few restrictions which we are not allowed to use the inline declaration. In such cases, we'll have to use the alternative new syntaxes or the existing syntaxes. So I think that's all for this inline declaration. Similarly, inline declaration now we'll see along with our read. Okay, I thought to explain all the three, that is like in our inline declaration and read and the new expression in this video. But since the video is getting too longer, let me stop it here for the inline declaration itself. The read and the new expression we will continue in the next video. So before going, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.